So now what you guys are really wanting to know is, when is the beta? When do I get to test? And am I gonna test early? That's what you make it. Hey guys, so it is the day after our frozen embryo transfer and I feel pretty good. I thought I'd do a sit-down video with you guys to talk over basically the details of the transfer and that sort of thing, just because our actual frozen transfer video that just went up, it was more kind of just capturing the moments and kind of the emotion of it, because it's a very special video for Caleb and I. We often will go back and watch our transfer videos and kind of reminisce, or that sort of thing. And it's nice to kind of capture those moments, what we were feeling in those moments, and turn it into a video. So I thought I'd make a separate one to kind of explain more of the details surrounding how the day went. So we arrived there at 10:30 a.m. Our transfer was scheduled for 11 a.m. So we had half an hour to change into our funny gowns, as you have seen, and to basically sign the paperwork and the consents for the actual procedure and do all of that sort of thing with the nurse. So it's kind of a quick time because you are kind of flustering to get your gown on, like trying to make sure that all the ties are right so your butt doesn't hang out as you like walk to the transfer room and everything. But we were definitely feeling very like emotional, starting to get excited and nervous a little, and just kind of, like all of this energy has built up to this moment. So it's kind of a cool feeling, definitely, especially to share with Caleb. So with talking with the nurse at that point, everything that she knew was going fine. Everything was fine with our embryos and everything like that. She said that no news is good news. Basically, if something was wrong, they would have probably called me already or let me know already. So the fact that we didn't know anything was good. So I took comfort in that, definitely. As you saw, we brought one of the baby blankets that we received in our P.O. box, and I thought it would be like a kind of a good luck charm. We've never done that sort of thing before, and I don't know, I wanted to do something to make it extra special. So I thought that was kind of nice, and it'll be nice to look back on, especially if, we do get a baby out of this and it does turn into an actual baby blanket. It would be kind of cool to look back on. We were ready to go, and I heard one of the nurses saying to the doctor that she needed to go to a meeting, that there was, the board was waiting for her. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, where's she going? It's my turn. I need to go do my transfer. Luckily, the meeting was only like 5 minutes or something, and she was back right away, but I remember like being like, what? What do you mean? Yeah, so we went into the procedure room. We had kind of a little group of people. We had an embryologist with us. We had the actual RE from the clinic, and not ours RE actually, but it was a different one that I have worked with before. They sort of alternate, so they there's, I don't know, like 7 of them at our clinic, and they take turns and they rotate through who's doing egg retrievals, who's doing transfers, who's doing consultation appointments and that sort of thing. So our very first transfer, we did luck out and have our own doctor, but ever since then we haven't really seen him for that. And it's okay. She was really nice and positive and made me feel really comfortable, which was great. The other one that we had was like a nurse who was helping the doctor out, and she was the same one that we had a previous time. And I don't know, something about her just like warms my heart. Every time I see her, I just feel like she's really sweet. She kept like saying, like whenever we saw a picture of the embryos up on the screen, she kept saying, oh, aren't they cute? Oh, they're so beautiful. And things like that really like bring up your mood and your positivity. Like I just kept thinking, yeah, you're right, they are beautiful. And she kept saying, oh, like I love your blanket, and she was just so warm, and it just really made for such a good experience. I really, really appreciated that. So we got kind of into the bed. I was laying down, Caleb was getting the camera set up, and the embryologist came in to kind of talk to us, and she gave us our picture. And she just let us know how the thawing process was. And this is something I was extremely worried about, so worried about. and you know, I still was. And she let us know all 3 thawed, which like I was so relieved. You have no idea. I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So all 3 thawed. 2 did quite well, and then the 3rd one had a little bit of difficulty thawing, but it was still okay enough to transfer. So at least 2 of them were kind of on the normal range, and then the 3rd one was a little bit less. But nonetheless, we're still happy with that results. We are honestly surprised to even get 3. We were kind of thinking it would be less, so we're really pleased with that. And so we did get a picture, our kind of usual picture of our embryos when we do a transfer. And I know I showed it in the transfer video, but it was definitely dark in that operating room or whatever you want to call it. So I'll show you now. So those are all 3 of them, and it was pretty nice. It's so exciting to get their picture. It makes it feel more real, and it's something you can hold on to when you get home. So the transfer was so fast, like they go by so quickly, it's kind of funny. You're basically in, they test the catheter to make sure that it's the right length. They go and make you look on the screen to make sure it's the right embryos. They spell your name out, make sure it's the right name, all of that. And then they will deliver the embryos over, put them in the catheter. They show you where they are on the ultrasound. You can't actually see with your naked eye the embryos, but they put an air bubble in between them, and that's what you can see is the little air bubble. So it's kind of nice to see where they are and know that that's where she was aiming to put them. That is exactly where she wanted them to go. And she said it went really well, and it basically was kind of the best case scenario for what she was hoping to achieve. Once the transfer is done, I basically lay there for 10 more minutes just in the room with my feet still up and everything. And after that time, that's when we go back to our little cubby that we have, our little corner with the kind of recliner bed, and you just rest. I think it's for half an hour, 45 minutes or something like that. They didn't rush me out, which was really good because we stayed a little longer. But yeah, you just rest. And then that's when we get to go, and we actually did go to McDonald's quickly. Caleb had to go back to work, unfortunately, so we did a quick trip, but I just had a nice tea to warm myself up, and then I had my French fries, just because you never know. So when I got home, I basically just plopped myself on the couch, rested for a little while, got up every now and then, you know, got a glass of water, did some things, and tried to basically take it easy. Today is the next day, obviously, and I do have the day off work, so I have been doing the same thing, taking it easy, but still kind of moving around a little here and there. It is said from our clinic, from my doctor, that I am not needing to do bed rest, that I just need to kind of be conscious of what I'm putting my body through, to take it easy, not do anything that could put my body in strain. So I'm really taking that to heart, and I will definitely be doing what I feel comfortable with and what I think is the best for my embryos. So now what you guys are really wanting to know is, when is the beta? When do I get to test? And am I going to test early even? And that is a very good question. So the actual blood test, the actual official beta test is November 21st. That is a Monday, and that's actually not too long of a wait. I am used to waiting well over 2 weeks because I usually have day 3 transfers. This time, because they're day 7, that kind of adjusts the time a little bit. Now, I am actually deciding here and now, right in front of you guys, I am committing it by putting it out there in the world. I will not be taking a pregnancy test before my beta. And that is just for my own sanity. I have a tendency to really get stressed out with pregnancy tests, thinking either that I tested too early, that it's negative, why is it negative, or do I see a slight line? Like, you know, I get those line eyes and I convince myself, and it's just too stressful. I just don't want to do it. I'm not going to put myself through that. I'm going to keep this as stress-free as possible, and so I will not be taking a home pregnancy test before the blood test. that will be kind of the end all, say all, will be the blood test. So I hope you guys can wait. I know it's going to be hard to wait. The 2-week wait is so difficult, but I think it will be worth it, because everything will just be calm, and, you know, I'll hope to give the best home for these little babies, right? So that is basically kind of all of the behind the video details of how the transfer went and the sort of kind of things that I never mentioned in that video. So I hope you guys liked it. This week is going to be a little bit different with our uploading schedule. We usually do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but because we are going away this weekend to Seattle for Vlogger Fair, it's going to be a little bit trickier. So what I think we're going to do is this video will go up Thursday. You're watching it now, so it must be Thursday. And then that will be kind of in replace of the Friday video because we will be driving on Friday. So then as Vlogger Fair is going on, we'll be posting videos basically of our travels, of what we're doing, of who we're meeting. Hopefully we'll meet some viewers, and hopefully we'll even meet some kind of vloggers that we watch, that we enjoy to watch. That'd be really cool. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And also just being around Seattle, it will be fun. It's my first time, so I'm excited to explore a little bit, maybe eat some good food and see kind of the sights to see in Seattle. And we're also really gonna try to make a travel diary. No promises on when that would be up, but we're gonna try. All right, guys, if you want kind of live updates of our trip as we're going through it, we have our Snapchat and Instagram stories and Twitter where we like to kind of give you guys little updates as we go along. And yeah, we are excited for the trip. We are excited for finding out if this transfer works. I'm really looking forward to hopefully being a mom and hopefully, you know, having triplets, I guess, or twins or a singleton. I'll take whatever I can get. I will be completely pleased with anything. So on that note, we're going to say goodbye, and we will see you in our next video when we will be in Seattle. Okay, bye. I'm going to miss you. Hope you have fun at your grandma and grandpa's.